Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and we're wishing you a very happy day out there. The weather looks good in Nelson, BC. We got about +2, and it's a wonderful winter so far. And I just wanted to invite you to sit back and have yourself a good chuckle for the day. And I'm 85 years old, and I came from the old school. We grew up on a farm and had animals on the farm, and we knew what manure smelled like. And the politicians are giving us the same sort of stuff every day now. The smell is there and the color. Think about this. We got a man and his wife who've paid taxes all their life in Canada and British Columbia, and they don't have a cell phone because they're from the old school, and they have money though. So they come into a town, into like Nelson, BC, and they come into a restaurant, and they want to have themselves a bite to eat, and they don't know anything about a cotton picking special fitting you need in your phone. All they know is that they're hungry. They've got money in their pocket and they're hungry. So they walk into a restaurant and they ask about a passport. Well, they haven't even traveled to know what the hell a passport is about. So travel between countries, but they know nothing about this passport thing you're supposed to have on your phone. And they don't have a cell phone either. So they walk into the restaurant, and the first thing they get asked for is, do they have a passport? Well, they don't have one. And they're a pair of really nice people. They're older people. They've paid their debt to society. They paid their taxes, and they're wonderful people. They're our pioneers of the country. And all of a sudden, they get confronted by some young person who wants them to show that they have a passport. They've been vaccinated. Well, they don't have to be vaccinated. They're healthy. They've got immunity. They've got natural immunity. Now they got to prove that they've been vaccinated, and they got to show the special passport, and they're asked to show it on their phone. Well, they don't have a cell phone, but they have money, and they have tax money, and they've got money in their pocket, and now they're being denied food. Now, is this the kind of a system we've resorted to, where we recognize old people, we're pioneers of our community, who are the salt of the earth, who come into town to enjoy their life? They've worked hard all their life, and they've got money in their pocket, and all of a sudden they get confronted with this kind of stupid stuff. Now, guys like John Horgan and also our friend from Ottawa there, Mr. Trudeau, and they're promoting this kind of stuff. Those are the kind of guys that should be hung up by the nearest tree, big long rope, and just tie them up by the neck. To start treating people with some respect. Start respecting some of the old people in the country who built the country, worked their bones, their skin and bones, right to the bare, making money, farming, and putting money in the bank, and looking after people, and raising crops, and raising grain for people to eat, raising pigs and animals to feed the country, and we treat them like a piece of crap. Some of these guys sitting in these offices and headquarters, they should be ashamed of themselves. And all of a sudden they send these rules down to the field, and everybody follows the rules like they were golden rules. Now, if they send a rule down that says everybody jumps off the Orange Bridge in Nelson at 10 o'clock in the morning, are we going to all run down there and do it? Because some a-hole has turned around and said, oh, you got to do this because Justin Trudeau said we got to do it, or John Horgan said we got to do it, or Bonnie Henry. You have to have all these shots, and you have to have the thing in your phone proving that you had it, or you can't eat. You can't get any food. You can't get into the motel. You can't get into the restaurant and have something to eat, and you're a pioneer who built a country. Now, what the hell kind of a system are we running down there? Give your head a shake. And this is the kind of stuff we're going to promote in Canada. It's about time we start hanging some of those guys up from the nearest tree. Get a middle of a rope, and pull some of these guys up by the necks and tie them to the nearest tree. And after we hang one or two in the street, things are going to change a lot. We're too damn gullible. Wake up, Canada. Wake up, United States. Wake up across the world. Don't let people get away with that. It's plumb stupidity. You have to graduate from stupid school to even think about stuff like that. So I'm asking people, wake up. Take a look. Don't let them treat your mom and dad like that. Don't let them treat anybody like that. We're human beings. We have to be treated properly. So have yourself a fine day while you're trying to figure this one out. We'll talk to you later.